Hi Taurus, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your July love reading. So I've already pulled your oracle cards to save some time. So now I'm going to connect to your energy to pull your main cards. So Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising, love. Okay, we've got some decisions here, Taurus. Or it could be about working together. Okay, Sun, Moon and Rising, Taurus. Love, July, for the highest good of all spirit. Okay, there. Okay. Okay, so you got the Eight of Cups, Taurus. So the Eight of Cups talks about walking away from something. It talks about walking away from something, releasing something. It talks about going back to look at something at times, just to see, just to have a taste again, just to see if it's toxic or not. It's that kind of reevaluating, looking at again, deciding whether this is the time to walk away or not. And now that could be with your relationships, but it doesn't necessarily have to be your love relationship. It could be a friendship, a partnership, a family member, but we have you looking at something and what you want to release, what you want to walk away from. You do also have the Oracle card of release, which is interesting. So you're being called to release anything that is no longer yours, anything that you no longer vibrate with, anything that you no longer resonate with, or anything that you could just feel is blatantly toxic or is not where you're at anymore, because we all grow, we're all developing, we're all evolving. So maybe it just doesn't sit right with you so much anymore, and you're being called to release that. Yeah. So as you come into the past of this reading, we have the Two of Wands, which could talk about maybe in the past there was two things working together, or you was trying to make it work together. We also have the Two of Cups here. Now in this Two of Cups, it's like somebody is being very kind of, he's been a little smarmy. He's got her in the corner there. He's got her wrapped up. She's kind of gooey-eyed. But there's kind of a domination within his pose. It's like even if she wanted to get away at this point, it's like she can't. So I feel like he was tied to making a relationship work. It was like, but there was only one person holding this machine, this instrument, it was only one person trying to maneuver this, trying to make this energy work. Yeah. And it kind of left you out of balance in a sense. It left you feeling like you needed to make some choices. Yeah. It could have been you was working real hard on this relationship. You was working on hard to make it work. Yeah. Because there is a love for this person. However, it can also be that sometimes the relationships that are reflected back to us can sometimes be a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. Yeah. So maybe it's about working on yourself a little bit more in terms of this relationship, because I do feel like there is somebody coming back from the past, because we do have the reconciliation card from the romance angels. It says someone from the past is returning to your life. Now, I feel like this someone from the past is the person that you put a lot of energy into, you put a lot of effort into, you worked hard, you was the one putting all the energy in. However, yeah, we also have the card of forgiving and learning. Now it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there's a need to release yet again. So just because something comes back from the past, it doesn't mean that it's ours. Yeah, just because something comes back from the past, it doesn't mean that it's fated. I think at this time, it's about you forgiving and learning from this situation, but most of all, forgiving yourself and knowing that there's certain relationships that as much as you put the effort into, when it's time to walk away, it's time to walk away. And it's almost like with the reconciliation card, I'm almost getting, it's like they came back in their own time. Yeah, while you was putting this energy in, they wasn't kind of there. But then they came back in their own time, I'm getting. And it was about you needing to make yourself a priority, because we do have King Solomon here. And he's talking about focusing on yourself at this time, regardless of what comes back, regardless of because you need to go through this release. So always it's about making yourself a priority. And it's also about somebody else not making you a priority at that time. Yeah, and I feel like now they're coming back, and you're like, huh, you've come back? Oh, hell no. Look at her, she's like, oh, hell no. No, right? So we also have the cards of Celtic. Now, the Celtic talks about old religion. It talks about like the Druids. It talks about talking to trees. It talks about getting healing information from trees. It talks about connecting to the roots. But it also talks about somebody who is very much Celtic. They've been Celtic for past lifetimes, and it's very much in who they are. Now, what's funny is we also got Asia. So as you can see here, we have two completely different continents. But what's also interesting is that I feel like you two are from two completely different places. And it's like trying to make oil and water work. What Asia is also saying is that sometimes in Asian religions, it's more about, in order to create harmony, it's about putting the individuality last. So I feel like this person has been called to put their needs, their individuality last. They've been called to suppress their emotions. So they've been called to pull back themselves. Now you're being called to express your individuality, to express who you are, to not try and blend these two things that are clearly not to be blended. They are completely different things from different places, and that's how it feels. There's a block in terms of you two coming together, whether you are friends, whether you're family, whether you're in a relationship, but there's a block with that relationship. It's also causing a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights for you. You're worrying if you did the right thing, but I see that you put the energy in. You have been putting the energy in, yeah? And now it is time to start growing that energy forward. Now it's time to move this energy forward, because the 2 now becomes the 3. Now we're starting to grow things. Now we're starting to see opportunities. Now we're starting to realize that what we wanted before wasn't enough. We want even more. We want what is supposed to be for us, but we don't realize until we get to this point, until it's being made clear for us, yeah? So we also have the 5 of Swords in the center. So this is a battle that you cannot win. So it's like you're banging your head against the wall with this person, yeah? And it's like they're going to think their way and you're going to think your way. And all you can really do is forgive and forget, because this person, I feel like even if you let them in your house again, or even if you let them into your life again, there's this energy of poking fun. So what the story is behind this card is that he went out. He was friends with the king, this guy here. And the king told him all his personal information. Now this guy here used this information against the king and made the king feel really bad, and also told all his followers, yeah? So he won, yeah? But at the expense of the king. Yeah, so it's saying that, like, and he carried on poking fun. It was like he just wanted to take and take. Now this also shows, this sword here also shows that this battle is not going to end. This battle will be ongoing. It will be a process. Now all you can do to release yourself from this battle is to have internal focus, to focus on your passions, to focus on your desires, to be nurturing, but also she's the warrior. She's like, look, don't let me put these aside and deal with you. Yeah, she is a very loving energy, but she is passionate about what she wants and what she's going to get to. Don't let nobody take you off your path. Don't let this situation pull you to one side. It's about you taking charge of your internal energy, where you directing where you want it to go. Yeah, because it could leave you a little bit delusional. It could lead you a little bit making clouds in the sky. Yeah, it's about self-focus as well, because we also have the Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody who's very independent on their own. They're creating their stability with the people that are around you. Doesn't mean that you have to be on your own. Like I said, this energy could be coming from anybody in your life. Yeah, but you get to a point where you're feeling good and you're feeling like you have what you need. Yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles, it's very grounded. You're grounded within yourself. You're almost at that 10. Yeah, so it's also grown from the 8. The 8 has now become the 9. So you're evolving, Taurus, in that energy. You just need to focus now where you want to grow your passions, where you want to go. Yeah, it's like, what is in these cups now? What are you filling up these new cups with? It's almost like you're creating it as you're drawing it this month. You create your reality, and I'm sure that was Taurus's reading last month. So you continue to create your reality. You continue to create this abundance, Taurus. So I really do hope this has helped. Take care, stay blessed. If you'd like a personal reading from me, all the information is in the box below this video. Thank you for all your likes, your shares and your subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. Take care, stay blessed. Thank you. Bye-bye.